The question's a simple one, though the answer is anything but. Is Rachel Reeves doomed? And the Daily Telegraph certainly thinks she is, and there's been quite a number of articles in the last few weeks suggesting that she's simply biding her time until she has to go, from fiscal U-turns to internal cabinet rifts to bond market jitters and a looming stagflation crisis. The Chancellor is navigating a field strewn with political landmines. Yet doom is not always a matter of when, but how. And Rachel Reeves styles herself as the Iron Chancellor, a sobriquet once worn by Gordon Brown, though his iron was tempered by political nous and deep party roots. Reeves, by contrast, is a technocrat thrust into the crucible of party populism, market fragility and post-trust distrust. The irony, therefore, is delicious. Reeves was sold to the public as the embodiment of fiscal stability, a safe pair of hands after the pyrotechnics of Quasi-Koteng and the prodigious package, but the economy she inherited was already cracked, and her first move, £40 billion in tax hikes, may have steadied the ship but left her political credibility taking on water. You see, there was only so much that Jeremy Hunt could do to stabilise that sinking feeling. And Reeves inherited precisely that, listing ship. She's now losing control of the narrative and the numbers. From listing ship to Listerine, it doesn't matter what she says, the entire thing stinks. Her attempts to scale back, a lot of descaling going on, to scale back net zero commitments were overruled by the Prime Minister in favour of Ed Miliband. Her cuts to winter fuel payments were reversed after public backlash. And Angela Rayner, ever the political tactician, is briefing memos suggesting tax hikes rather than budget cuts, a message popular among Labour activists' base and an implicit rebuke of Reeves's overall strategy. The Chancellor is not in command, that's the point. She is encircled. Not by the Tories who are too busy imploding, but by her own side. If the cabinet government is war by committee, Reeves is being outflanked. One more reversal and her authority will evaporate entirely. Economically, her position is even worse. Growth figures, much touted by Labour, are wafer thin and predate Trump's new tariff regime. Reeves's famed investment-led fiscal rule, which reclassifies certain types of spending to allow more borrowing, is clever accountancy, not real headroom. And the bond markets have noticed. Under Reeves, there's no real head. Britain's borrowing costs are now higher than during the Truss fiasco. Debt interest consumes over £100 billion annually, more than double our defence budget. And Moody's warns that Reeves's fiscal headroom, a measly £10 billion, is already collapsing under the weight of Labour's own spending. Hardly surprising, given the fact that headroom was an illusion anyway. This is a doom loop. Reeves cannot borrow more. She cannot raise taxes without breaching manifesto promises. She cannot cut services without facing revolt from Rayner's faction. She is, in effect, imprisoned by the very rules she set up. And yet, while the Telegraph says she's finished, it's worth remembering politics often rewards the survivor. If she can ride out the June the 11th spending review without another spectacular climb down, she may yet live to fight another fiscal statement, and that will be a major achievement. Her situation recalls a line from The Madness of George III. What? The madness is not complete. For now, her economic strategy is fraying, not broken. Starmer still needs a Chancellor who looks serious, but make no mistake, her next misstep will be terminal. She's already seen as brittle. She's already seen as over-promoted. She's already seen as deceitful. Her CV debacle. And as in the words of Andrew Neil, Anne Boleyn at the hairdressers. That's such a glorious image of Rachel Reeves. So, is Rachel Reeves doomed? Maybe not definitively, but she is damaged. And if you take the Titanic image, she is listing. She is listing still. And she may have righted the boat after the listing mania with the list mania with Jeremy Hunt, but she's listing again. Maybe on the other side. The fiscal rules she once vaunted are collapsing beneath her. Her political capital is being spent faster than her budget. And as the contradictions of Labour's no new taxes, no cuts, no borrowing fantasy become manifest, someone will have to take the blame, and it's likely to be her. If she's not careful, Rachel Reeves won't just be the Iron Chancellor, she'll be the fall guy in Labour's slow-motion reckoning with economic reality, and her epitaph will be short. She fiddled the rules, and she got burnt by the same fire she lit.